Well, good afternoon, Facebook friends, associates, followers. I would like to say welcome to Love with Ledet Conversations. And today is just going to be totally awesome because I have my beautiful cousin, Bridget Richards, with me today. She's the fabulous guests I have, and I'm telling you, I'm just elated. Like, you guys put your seatbelt on. I don't know if you're driving or what. You might even have to pull over on this conversation because this conversation is going to be good. So what I'm about to do right now, I'm going to try to attempt because normally we'd be so excited, we get all into it. I want to see if I can share this to her page first because a lot of her followers have been asking how can they view it, and then I'm going to see if I can. Okay, Bridget, I think it's coming over. Let's see, and then I'm going to try to, and then I'm going to see if I can. Let me see, share to. Let's see. I don't know if it'll let me. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. I really don't. I don't think it'll let me tag you. Okay, yeah, let me see if it won't even let me tag you.
Oh, it won't? So should I do a watch party?
I don't know.
Let's see. I could do Benita. Well, no, I'm gonna try to maybe just do a watch.
I tagged you. I put your name and comment, but I don't know if that'll let you.
I'm sharing it. I put share now. I don't know if that.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I see what it is. I think I see what's going on. Did you get it? I just want to make sure before we get started. Hold on. Turn this volume down. Okay, and then I don't know what's going on with this, but we're gonna make it work.
We gonna make it work, honey.
That's right. Okay, so I have it public. Let me see if it'll. I put your name at the bottom. Is it coming up on your feed now?
Let me check my feed. Oh, well. Yes, I believe it is. I see my page just now. So let's just go with.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So sorry for the interference, but we wanted to make sure that because a lot of Bridget listeners wanted to join in, and we wanted to make sure that they would be able to see it.
I do have some people texting. What's the link?
Okay. Can you copy? Ask them to see if it's coming up on their page. I mean, on your page now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna see. Can you see?
And then I'm gonna put your. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna skin this cat right now.
We gonna skin this cat, girl. Skin that cat
right now. Okay, so I just did that. I think that's gonna do it.
Okay.
See if that came through.
So you want me to check my page?
Check your page.
I believe I see us on my page, so I guess it's working.
Okay, well then, okay.
Let me see.
Okay, I'm gonna go to your page real quick.
Yeah, double check.
Yep, you on there. We good. When I did that, okay, we good. So you can turn your phone down now. So it won't.
I'm gonna turn this off.
Okay.
And then.
Or just turn it down because somebody might try to tell you something. Just turn it down.
Honey, yeah, I'm good with turning it off. I like to disconnect and stay focused, And I just focus on you right now because I tell you, I'm just so thrilled about this journal.
Yes.
I'm so thrilled.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all, we are going to get started. Sorry about that, but her followers, they wanted to join in, and we wanted to make sure they would be able to join in. And I don't know why, like before when you would get on Facebook, it would let you it would let you invite people. And unless I don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna have to give them my big sister. And we're gonna have to have a tutorial after this. And then hopefully tonight I'll be able to do it.
Everybody's on here that can get to it, because I still got people asking me what the.
They should be. Oh. Okay, I tell you what. Tell them to go on a unique part on Facebook. They got to put the A in front of it. A, capital A, unique heart.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and then you can kind of gauge, because you can see if people are joining.
Okay.
There's the messenger. Okay. Let's see what she said. I'm saying, can you see it?
Okay. Tell her I just made it public. Tell her trying to go on my page. I just made it public.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Either my page or either a unique heart.
A unique heart.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is what you have, darling. A unique heart, darling.
Yes. So why would
you proud that you're my cousin?
Yeah, so either way, because it's public, so they should be able to see it. My name or either a unique heart. We're gonna figure out how to get like a link or invite people to it. I'll try to work on that for my next call.
All right. Let's see. I know who. Can you see? I'll text my old faithful, who should be tuning in for sure. My favorite cousin. Can you see the interview on my page? What is it? Like, can you see people?
Like I can't see like them because of the platform that we're using. I can't see them like because see regular Facebook you can see it scrolling up.
Oh,
after we do it, until after I get off and I see it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody say yes. I'm on there now.
Okay, that's it.
Hello, everybody.
Okay. Hello. Sorry about that. You know, anytime you're doing something live, you're gonna have technical difficulties. We a lot of Bridgette followers wanted to see this interview because they know it's going to be amazing and great, and so we just we just welcome you here. So first of all, my name is Benita Ledet with a unique heart. That is the name of my company because I have a unique heart for people. I am the owner and creator of Love in a Box. That is my product that I give out to people and to let them know that somebody cares, or either it's meant for someone to give it to somebody else to let them know they care. And it's for any occasion you want to celebrate or just to uplift someone's spirit. But let's get right to the point because we have we got a lot to share. But let me introduce my beautiful cousin to you, Bridgette Richards. Her mother's name is Mary. Her father's name is Joseph. That's enough all by itself right there. All by itself. And her name is Bridgette, and the name means power, strength, vigor, virtue, infinity. Her last name is Richards, which means strong, in rule. I would say that this describes my cousin perfectly. This too describes her spirit. She captivates her audience the same way the sun does the day and the moon does the night. Her energy is forever. Her smile is contagious and her eyes are mysterious. Please welcome my cousin, Bridgette Richards, aka Jet.
Woo!
My God, my God. So I just have to just share and let everyone know that, you know, we are first cousins and we share a lot of history. We have a lot of love between us. And what's crazy about it is love really does not have any distance because we don't even get to talk all the time. We haven't talked in years like before. I think we recently just connected more within this last year than many years. I know she had her big major 40th. We connected then. And, you know, and in between family functions or if someone passed or something, we'd see each other in passing. But outside of that, we don't get to see each other that much. Like lately, like God has just been doing his thing. And like we've just been connected through this love thing. And you know, she had her relaunch of her product. And I'm going to let her share her baby with you and all that. And she called me up and she was like, she was like, I'm loving this box. She's like, we need to tell the people about it. I was like, okay. But then that day she was in such a aha moment and such a I don't know, a joyous moment. That's the good word for it. She was like on cloud nine, like all day. She was going live, talking about her company and how she relaunched it. And I'm clicking in every day. I'm like, okay, when you going on next? So I can be all the, you know. So I'm just happy for her. So let me give her the floor. Let me let her share her experience, like maybe with me, the journal, the box, anything that she wants to share, anything her heart desires. And let me just say, cousin, you look beautiful this morning. Oh my God, you looking like a princess goddess over there. Just beautiful.
Thank you, Benita. And thank you for allowing me to share your platform this morning.
Absolutely.
It's so funny how my Southern drawl comes out when I'm talking to y'all. I haven't had it in years, but you know, it is a joy to be here with you this morning, and just watch you evolve, following your passion with this beautiful, beautiful thing that you've given birth to, that is gonna provide so much healing, you know, and growth to many, you know. And you know, I'll be honest, when I first, because I guess I launched just a few months before you launched your baby, which is very interesting in itself.
Yeah.
You know, the same year. And I saw this, I'd see this, but you know, we're busy and I was still in corporate America. It's like I had birth to a baby and just kind of set my baby in the corner. And I was working hours and hours, you know, for someone else, you know. And so I saw it, and I believe in supporting my people. So, you know, I'm like, that looks interesting. You know, wow, that's, you know, I gave it and I even ordered it as gifts for people. Yeah. You know, I was like, that looks amazing. That'll be great for somebody. And that's a whole lot. That pretty much describes my walk in life, where it's been. I believe in love. I love love. And, you know, and I realized it took a long time, like years of my life, for me to discover that, you know, I was loving everybody but me. You know, how is that possible? It's, you know, it's amazing. One day a few times this has happened. I walked past the mirror and then I went back and just looked at myself and I'm like, wow, I'm pretty. How does that happen? And, you know, and this is like in my 40s.
Yes.
You know, how does one forget, you know, that you're pretty? It's like, okay, because we all pretty, because we're all made by the creator that made us, does all things well. And so we're all beautiful, you know. But what happens, I believe, is, you know, we're all born innocent, wonderful. And then you go through this thing called life. We have our parents that we That's who we trust. That's all we have. And then we have family members. And, you know, this thing called life takes over and things happen, you know, molestations happen, you know, abandonment issues happen, physical abuse happens, mental abuse happens. And, you know, and then someday you look in the mirror and you like, who the hell is this? Because life happens to us all, and things happen that just takes pieces away. Some things, you know, bring us things, build us up. A lot of things tear us down. And then, you know, I got to tell you, in August of last year, I'm a pet owner and I'm a dog lover, cat lover. I've had animals all my life. From the time I left Texas, moved to New York City, I got a dog. I had a dog in New York for the decade that I was there. I moved to LA, same thing. I added to another dog and then a cat. Anyway, in August, on August 1st, I was on my way to an important meeting where I was being of service, and I was minding my own business, driving to the meeting, you know, determined to be on time because I'm a stickler for that. Fortunately, thank God I picked that up because it wasn't always that way. But now I feel like if I'm 15 minutes early, then I'm on time.
Right.
You know. But and this guy who just decided he was in a hurry, drives down the wrong side of the street, hits and totals my car, just stops, you know, all my goals for that day. And, you know, then fighting with the insurance companies, that's a whole nother story. That, you know, tried to make me 70% wrong, but this guy is driving down the wrong side. Anyway, you know how that goes. But that same week, my cat died. 6 days later, I'm walking my dogs. My neighbor's dog attacks and kills my dog. Basically, I will tell you this: it was a tough time in my life. It was really I cannot cry, but I might. Lord, like that's why my eyes bugging now because I was crying, but they tears of joy, so it's all good. So I was. Yeah, it was a rough time. I'll tell you that. And I'd already been taken off work by my doctor because I didn't have enough sense to realize that the job that I was on was making me sick physically, mentally. It was tearing me apart. I didn't realize how bad it was. My doctor had told me a couple months prior, well, Miss Bridgette, I think that, you know, you need some time off. I was like, no, my clients love me. I got to go take care of them. And again, looking out for everybody else. And honey, I had taken that advice, so I was already off from that stress of work, being physically, mentally challenged. Then the dog, the cat. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, so baby, I don't know if you've ever been during your lifetime, if you ever felt like you almost got the breath to keep it going, keep it together, you know, and I'm sharing this with you because this is something that I feel like a lot of the times we don't share. You know, like on social media, you see the good times, but I think that if people shared their pain and things a little bit more, people would understand that it's not just you, because we're all in some sort of pain. We all have something going on, and you know, it's just sad that people have to suffer in silence. I was, you know, and so anyway, just August, I had to reach out, you know, find affirmations, because one thing I do know is I know and I love the Lord. I know I have experienced just saying the name and demons flee. I've seen it. So I have that belief, and I also had a praying grandmother, God rest her soul, and a praying mother. And just those prayers, you know, I know that those prayers have kept me through so much. You know, I'm a person who moved to New York City with $1,600 in her pocket and didn't know anybody in that city, you know, and, you know, was there ever since. Had a great life in New York City. And that was by the grace of God. Everything, you know, from that day, me getting on that plane, that angel that was sitting there when I was having breakfast, that took me straight to a place. I found my place to live just by having breakfast and being obedient to God. When you ask God to just please, just guide me, because I can't do it. I can't do it. That's where I was last fall. I couldn't do it. I just had to trust in the Lord, lay prostrate, just pray. And, you know, a lot of times I know myself when I'm not in good spirits, I shut off. I don't really reach out to people because I like to be that person that brings people joy and energy. I like to bring, if I can't bring you something positive, then I like to stay to myself, which is really not a good thing. I've learned. You know, because like I say, that was August, September. So I'm slowly building, you know, getting with like-minded people who are going through things. And, you know, and then towards the end of the year, I found a nice little network of people who were just really doing the work on self, like looking within myself. Nobody else, just taking the time to really peel back the layers. Because it's so many things, and it was so many things in there that I'd forgotten existed. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh,
covered it up.
Yeah. It's like that relationship when I was 32 and told that man I'm not interested in dating you. You have a child that's grown. Like, why would I do that? I want children. You know, oh, well, baby, yeah, you know, I never had a boy. I think I'll give that a shot. Mm-hmm. And 4 years later, baby, I want to marry you. It's ring shopping time. Then you tell me you want to marry me, but I don't want to have children. Okay. So I'm certainly not going to marry you because I've been
right.
The clock, tick-tock, you know, and I've forgotten about that. But yeah, that hurts.
But all of that stuff, it came out.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That hurts. Mm-hmm. You know, my father is I have the best dad on earth. I know a lot of us think that.
Yes, you do.
That man right there, he dedicated his whole life to me. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that was one of the things that I really had to struggle with the most because, you know, I was so busy living my life, loving, you know, giving to everybody else, not to myself. And I realized, I'm like, oops, I forgot to have a baby. You know, and then when I remembered, I get with, you know, in that situation. Yeah. So now I'm 36 and I'm like, well, it ain't like I'm just going to go meet somebody like, hey, that's, you know, so, you know, I didn't realize how much that really hurt me not to be able to give my father, you know. Yeah. However, now I see, you know, God does all things wonderfully. Yes, he does. And I gotta tell you right now, I'm pretty grateful that I don't have a child in this world to be concerned about. Yeah. You know, and I know that my father's okay. Right. You know. And sad part is, like, I'm all about breaking generational curses and things like that because there's some stuff, you know, in our family that has happened. I think just us as a culture, as people. You know, from segregation to integration, something happened. Yeah. Whereas, you know, I think we as a people we knew there was a goal. We were together in unity, you know. And then once that ended, I think that's when it sort of went. The crabs in the bucket syndrome kind of came about, you know. Yeah. And so it's not, I mean, it's real. Those things happen. I understand how it happened. But the thing is, when does that cycle end? Right. Okay. So I'm rambling. I'm going to come back to, so my life, August, it was tough. It was to whereas, you know, I started doing the work, peeling back the layers, looking at myself. And, you know, it's so surprising and shocking. That in itself can be scary and challenging and painful as I don't know what. Yeah. When you're honest, when you're really
honest with yourself. That's right.
Yes, because I always said, I ain't Joseph. Nobody ain't Joseph. Nothing. I didn't realize it was a little bit of that in me.
Yeah, and it is. It is because because you start to realize that when you were living for everybody else, and you didn't really fulfill your dreams, then a little bit of envy does set in because you felt like you missed out on something else that somebody else is doing. So those are natural feelings. Those are natural. It's not. I don't even know if it was like you say, maybe a bit of jealous, because jealousy is a heavy word. I would probably say like it was a wow, like an aha moment, like what did I do? Like I wasted my time. Like what did I do with my time? Like what have I been doing all of my life? Like why didn't I see this before? You know. So, you know, from those experiences, when you started peeling back the layers of everything, when would you say what was your aha moment? When you just like figured it out and then you know you needed to start working on yourself?
Baby, well, I would say that came about when I got up one morning and I was thinking, wow, this was after Kobe Bryant had passed away. Mm-hmm. I had a moment where I actually thought, wow, Kobe and his daughter, they're fortunate. They don't have to be in this world right now dealing with this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My next thought was, girl, you know, I thought about that, processed that, then I had to arrest that thought, you know, and I wouldn't say, you know, that it was a suicidal thought, but hey, it looked like it was a walk in that direction. It's like, what are you talking about?
No, that's normal. Anybody that's ever been in a dark space, suicide will cross your mind. It has crossed my mind when I was young, because when you don't know what to do and who to talk to and who to turn to, when you're in this dark space and nobody can understand it and they don't get it, then you feel like you're all alone. You're like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I'm just ready to check out. Nobody gets it. Nobody understands it. That's a dark space to be in. That's a dark space to be in. But God is light. He is love. And so when he sends his angels down to you, he helps you cancel those thoughts, because those thoughts are nothing but the enemy. The enemy comes to, his job is to kill, steal, and destroy. That is his job. And the thing that he loves to attack your mind. That's what he loves. If he can get you in the mind, he can get you anywhere else. So when those thoughts come to you, those are attacks from the enemy. And so what I love is that you fought through it.
Oh yeah, baby, I did.
You fought through it. And you're here to share your story and tell people like, this is really real. Like, this is my story. This is what happened. But look at me now.
Oh, baby.
Yes. I'm still working on it. And that's right, Pamela. Okay, I can see the thoughts coming through. That's right, Pamela. Pamela, the enemy is the inner me. That's right. Arrest that thought. Yes. That's right. Yeah. So,
and you know, in Pamela, I'm glad you mentioned her, because that was a major part. You know, all this happened in August, September, October. So my sister and I went to this wonderful, beautiful retreat. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I know that kept me hanging on for a few more months. That was so healing. Mm-hmm. And, you know, maybe you'll have Pam on here, because that situation, that retreat, it was definitely a life changer, a game changer. Yeah. Love her. And I think every woman should do a self-love retreat. And I think every woman should work in this journal for sure. Yeah. But so basically, it was the retreat that kept me going to a few months, and just, you know, the affirmations, the other people looking at me, looking inside me. And baby, for my birthday, my cousin blessed me with my very own love in a box, baby. And let me tell you, this box, I opened it, I looked at everything like, oh, this is the mirror. Oh my God, my necklace. Like looked at all of that, looked at my journal. Baby, that journal sat right over there with my 3 other journals and books that I had for a minute, collecting a little dust. And, you know, it wasn't until my anniversary date for my book is July 18th that I decided, let me get this book out and start doing the work.
Right. Right. And I'm so glad that you said that, Bridgette, because for the ones that has the box and you said, oh, it's cute, and you went through the items and looked at it, but you never pulled out the journal and never did the work. This is the perfect time to pull it out while we are in this pandemic, while you have just a tad bit more time on your hands. And I know, you know, some of you are essential workers and you're still working, but I'm telling you to carve that time out of your day. Carve it even at the beginning of the day, if you have to get up a little bit earlier before all the distractions, or either at the end of the day. Because through the journal, you have in the morning when you wake up how you feel. In the end, the nightly reflections. Ooh, the nightly reflections in the journal. The nightly reflections. Oh my God. Like when you reflect on what happened throughout that whole day and you reflect on the emotions that whatever happened that day, like it is such a eye opener, you know, and then you're writing it down. So then you even get the chance to go back and look at it. You know, you get a chance to look at it. And that's right, Pamela. Writing causes thinking. That's right. And absolutely on the boxes for the retreats. You know, when I met you, Pamela, I told you how beautiful you were. And I told you we was going to do some things together. Because remember, I came to one of the events where you were there, Pamela. And my God, she is something else. But right after that, of course, COVID hit. You know, because I told you, I was like, yes, I said, I want to connect and do something. So yeah. Definitely when this is over, we're definitely going to connect and do something. So tell me, Bridgette, like, you know, what page do you think in the journal, like really, really like when you read it, like hit home for you? Like what, like if you could just think of something off the top of your head.
Well, honey, the part about being your own cheerleader, for sure, that was one. But I mean, it's so many of them. Yeah. But that particular one, you know, yeah. You know, because one thing that I've learned too, your self-love journey, you kind of gotta get selfish with it.
Right.
So, you know, you do, and some people don't understand it, but that's okay. It's okay because it's your walk, and you know, people can even say, oh, well, you're self-absorbed. I'm like, well, that's one that people don't, I've never been really referenced to that.
Right. But I want you to repeat what you just said. You said it's your walk.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And so it's like, you know what, honey, sometimes you just got, and I've learned that you got to toot your own horn, and it's a toot you. And you know, I'm all about that because at the end of the day, you know, when you look in the mirror, it's nobody there but you looking back at you. And nobody can work on you but you. You know, that's how, and that's one thing. It interests me the way that someone could judge others, because it's like, how could you judge me? And I'm just now getting to know myself again. I've been I just don't understand that whole situation.
Right.
I don't. I can't. When I peel back all the layers, I'm like, you know what? I ain't judging. I can't judge nobody. Not that was something I enjoyed doing. I was always, you know, has never been my interest. I'll put it like that, judging somebody. It's just bringing love. But the point is, finally, I have learned that I gotta love me before I can love you anyway.
That's
you know. And I had to, one of the cards that you get in the box. I just love that little baby, because you look at things that you've done in the past is so easy. That's like you said, the devil working with your mind.
Yeah.
You know, through your mind. One thing that I hadn't done through the healing and before is I hadn't forgiven me.
Ah, that's huge.
I had not forgiven
That is
myself.
huge. That is huge, Bridget. That is huge.
Yeah.
Did you see my challenge today that I posted earlier?
I didn't.
Okay. All right. So for those of you who are watching, because I know how Facebook is with these algorithms, I'm going to share it again so it can come down the timeline. But for those of you who are watching today, and you're really tuned in on this self-love journey, and you really want to start loving on yourself and giving yourself a little tune-up, a little maintenance, you know, today's challenge, and I'm going to be posting one every day leading up to Monday. But today's challenge is write a love letter to yourself. Write it to yourself and admit the time when you didn't love yourself or wasn't lovable during that time. Even if you have to pull out a picture and say, you know, you look at this 12-year-old girl or this 18-year-old girl, and this is when you first felt like unloved or unwanted, write her a note and tell her how you forgive her and how you forgive those thoughts and how you release those feelings to her. And when you apologize to her, that's going to release you. That's going to release you right now in your age and your time. So that was one of the challenges today that I posted. So for everybody watching, I encourage you to do that, and feel free to share it and post it. Not if it's real personal, but just say I did it. I did it, or like share a testimony. Say, hey, I did it. It really did work. You know, those type things. That's all I want to know. I just want to know that you see it, you've heard it, and you're putting it to work. That you're doing the work. Yeah. So listen, I just commend you. I just love you. You just never know what somebody's been going through. And had I known that, like, I would have flew to California and would have been right there with you, holding you, hugging you, because that's just the type of person that I am. Danye knows it. You know what I mean? But and what's so kidding about that, Bridget, is we was going through the same thing, probably around about the same time. Because last October, I intentionally got reorged from my position, and about a year before that, I couldn't drive. I had a health challenge when I was trying to birth this baby. So, I know about that, where a job brings out all of that stress and knocks you off balance. That's why I couldn't drive. The stress had took me out of balance. It started with vertigo, and then it spiraled out. Like, I never knew how much stress could knock you. Like, I couldn't drive for 10 months because I was that shaken up and that weak. It had just knocked me out of balance. So I understand, but I wish I would have known. So now, cousin, okay.
I'm still here.
Yeah, because we have reconnected and we're sharing all this love. We're in a different space. Do not hesitate to call. Do not. I don't want you to go through any of that alone anymore. That is the reason why that box says somebody loves you, baby. And you didn't have to go through anything alone. So I'm here.
I appreciate that, but you know what? Mm-hmm. I love me now.
Yes.
I won't.
Yes, ma'am.
I won't. It's okay. So that all the work that I've done, that's what I had not done. Is I hadn't forgiven myself. That was the missing link, and that is major because you can't do it. None of the work matters until you forgive yourself. It's so imperative.
Yes.
And so you didn't have to fly out here, baby. You sent a box. You sent a box that God told me it was time for me to dust that off and really look at my cards and do the work. So you did. It came.
Love came through the box. I get it.
That is correct. And and so then after that, I looked at that and I started working, and more things started surfacing. But as they surface, whereas before when I pulled back all the layers, I was scared. Like, who are you, girl? Yeah. What happened to me? I wasn't this person years ago. But, you know, life happened. Mental abuse happened. Physical abuse happened. All those things happen. But you know what? One thing I'm not is a victim. I'm a victor.
That's it.
So that I do know. You know, so it's not a victimized situation. It's just life's experience.
Well, what happened was you dealt with it head on. Some people like to cover it up, pamper it up. You know, you can get all cute with the makeup on, the hair, the red bottoms, the corporate coat, you know, like that's what we was doing. You know, the suit coat, like you were saying, you was going to work. Like I was seeing those posts, you know, when your customers were loving on you and this and that. Like I was like, oh, my cousin bad. She bad to the bone, you know, because it takes a lot to be a car salesman, especially as a woman, because that's kind of a male role. You know what I mean? Like most men are salesmen. And so every time I would see you smile and the customer would have a car and all of that, I was like, wow. And I said, she doing this in LA? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know behind closed doors you were crumbling inside and, you know, the stress from the job. I had no idea. So I'm telling you, from this day forward, because you have released that and you're doing it publicly, God is using you to bless you and bless other people. When I tell you, you can't do nothing but receive blessings abundantly because you've released it. When you release it, my God, yeah, the best is yet to come, cousin. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't, and you know, and you know what? When you know it, can't nobody tell you nothing. They can't tell you nothing. My God. And so listen, you know, so the cards that she's talking about are these affirmation cards. If you can see them, they come in the box. And so the one that she specifically is talking about where it says, I choose forgiveness, love always wins. And that's where she is right now. She's in that space because she's winning with love right now.
I am winning with love right now. And I'm going to tell you, this journal, what's so amazing about it, because there are lots of them. There are tons of them. They're saturated, almost like my business, what I do.
Right.
But the fact that when you wake up, your feelings, that portion, just everything, the whole process in here, everything is important. And it's like you covered every little detail to make it so effective.
Yeah.
Because when you wake up and, you know, how do you feel? Joy, love, content, are you content? What is it? That really sets the tone for your day is what I've heard. Mm-hmm. And so when I go back and read it, and I'm like, wow, like my nightly reflections, it's just like you just set up the day, which is something else that Miss Pam taught. She should be on here with us because I just love her.
Yeah. We're going to have to bring Miss Pam on. Pam, you coming on. I'm going to have to. Yes.
Because, you know, she's always like, well, what do you think? It is whatever you think it is, you know? And it's so true. It all comes together here, you know. And I mean, I just started feeling, so I'm like, okay, well, there's more. I feel love. And that's how it projects. And I just got stronger and felt better and more comfortable in my skin. And, you know, I'm going to tell you, this has really blessed my soul. It has really blessed my soul because, you know, there have been self-help moments, aha moments, but it's something different about this time because I got rigorously honest with myself. You know, I mean, just right down to the girl, you kind of jacked up, woman. We got to. And I think the fact that God allowed me to be broken all the way down. You know, at the time I was like, but now I'm like, wow, what a strong foundation I have. Because I worked it from the rooty to the tooty, from the roots of that thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I always said, no pain, no gain. Well, baby, I done went through the pain. And now it's time to just win and gain, you know, for myself, for myself. you know. And I'm just so very grateful, Benita, because although, you know, I survived it. I survived it, but baby, I'm not just surviving. Now I can thrive.
You're thriving now. That's right. I love to hear when people say I'm thriving and I'm vibing now. Yes, 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 yes.
Right. And I'm just so grateful and that you did this. And today, I just got to share this. Like today, I'm like, I didn't look at what today's was.
Okay, what page you on? What page?
I'm on page 87 now.
Okay.
So each day you have one of these lovely, you know, affirmations, saying something to get you going. So this morning, I'm like, well, let's see what we got this morning. Yeah. So I looked up the book.
And I'm looking at it.
It says, your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it.
And baby, you looking like a queen. Yes. Look how that lined up for today. Just the alignment. Oh my God. Yes. Whew, I can't take it, y'all. I can't take it. This is, whew, yes. Wow.
So I think, you know, my heart really goes out to like the people that are suffering in silence, because I know what it's like. And you can look at somebody like nobody would have ever guessed what I was going through, right. You know, because not that I was ashamed to share it, but because I'm that person. I want to bring you light, joy, and, you know, but I had to find my light again, you know. I had to figure those things out. And I just want, you know, it's important that women know that you are not alone.
Right.
And no matter how bad or raggedy you think your life is, just know that your life in the state that it's in right now is somebody else's fairy tale.
That's right.
No matter how bad it is. And I posted not long ago why a woman, my mentor, told me, and that really, that did something to me. It's just a little thing like, you know, we all make mistakes, but you are not a mistake.
That's right.
You know, it's just we have to know those things, and that's what this journal has really brought me. It's just brought me life, and I'm gonna tell the two people that I sent those boxes to.
Yes.
Open up the book.
That's right.
And do the work. And watch your life change, because you deserve it. You are worth it. Yes. You deserve this. Just do the work and see what happens, because it happens so quickly. Like you see it. You will see a transformation in your life so quickly, and it's a beautiful thing.
And the reason why the journal, like we say, everybody got journals and all that, but I know on this journal, I know I prayed every day. I wrote every word. I prayed. I let the Holy Spirit guide me on what to say, how to put it in there. Then, of course, I had help with at that time, he was my business partner, but, you know, he helped me articulate it well. We wanted to make sure it was right. Like, it took us a while to put it out. Like, we didn't just write up something in 2-3 months and put it out there, just say, I got a book. No, we took our time. It literally took us maybe over a year to get the words right, you know, and that's why everything on here is intentionally to bring out the best in you, intentionally. And then here's the thing, I share my stories in there of what I've been through.
Oh yeah.
So you get to find out some things about me. So what I'm telling you is what you see on Facebook, you know me, I'm gonna get on and show you I done been here, been there, whatever, but that's just who I am. I love spreading joy and love and whatever, but behind the scenes, I share it in the journal, so you get to see what I've been through. So nobody can say they've had a perfect life or whatever. Nobody's exempt from that. We've all been through something. I had a pastor that used to say, you're either going through something, you just got out of something, or you're getting ready to go into something. That's what he used to say back in the day. And so I get it, because you're always constantly conquering life as it comes to you. But when you have the foundation of God, and then when you learn to love yourself, you get them two things down pat, can't nobody tell you nothing. They can't. So let me just shift gears for a minute. And so now, since we've heard Bridgette's story, and to see the amazing woman that she is. Even through all of that, she still birthed her baby. So Bridgette, tell us about your baby, because listen, that cream, listen. And I didn't tell you, but when I have some of those giveaways on Monday, they're gonna be getting some buttercream. Yeah, they're gonna be getting some buttercream. So yeah. So tell them about this amazing product, because one of the people on here looking just might be getting some. So tell them about your baby that you birthed, even through all that adversity that you went through. So tell us about your baby.
Yeah, so it's Be Everything Body is my website, and that's my company, and it's an all natural body butter that I've been making for over a decade now, like 12 years. And I just made it for like girls' trips. We bring personal made gifts and for friends. I made it for myself out of necessity to begin with. And so I've just been working on it over the years. You know, shea butter to me it's a little too heavy when it's hot outside for me, and it clogged my pores. So I just started studying all the different butters, and mango butter is a bit lighter. And, you know, I just really fell in love with it and learning about all these different butters. And so I worked on it and came up with a fabulous formulation that's not greasy. And the thing about my body butter is, I tell you, because this is a saturated market. Well, not really, because it's a lot of shea butters out there. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
My product is not just shea. That's just one of the butters in my product. It's not at all just shea. There's a cocoa butter, there's a mango butter, there's cocoa butter, which is probably the one most people are familiar with. Just a lot of good stuff. And what it's designed to do, this is perfect segue. What it's designed to do, because it's not like a lotion that you put on. It's a part of self-love, because like this journal and what Miss Pam does, this teaches you how to love yourself from the inside out.
Yes.
My body butter is designed for you to love yourself from the outside in. And what it does, it's not just a butter where you're gonna look shiny for a minute and then be ashy in a few hours. What it does is it's for maintaining your skin, and over consistent use, it heals your skin from the sun damage that it has, preserves your skin, and I'm so grateful to my clients who get it. Yeah. And actually use it, because it's probably a jar at somebody's house and they don't realize that you scoop it out, you put it in your hand, and you melt it. And then you love on yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
And this is what I'll tell you, because it's a lot of shea butters out there, but this is all I'm going to say about my products, because this is all about you. I appreciate it, but I'm all about this unique heart right now.
I know, but we have to we have to let the people know.
I got it. But this is what I'm gonna tell you guys about my butter.
Okay.
So, you know how a lot of people can make a gumbo. But not everybody knows how to make a roux.
You better
say that my body butter has the authentic roux.
Nah, that's it.
So if you haven't checked it out, it is a luxury butter. And fortunately for you guys, it's right now, it's on sale. Miss Pam would kill me. Miss Pam, it's on sale for a reason. And so this is the time. This is the time for you to give it a try if you're not into spending money on luxury brands, because normally it's $30, which, is a really good price for a luxury butter. However, they're on $20. They're on a $20 sale right now for a good reason. We're doing some transitioning now, and so if you, I think you should give yourself give it a chance. We have a CBD butter that is amazing. The results have just been incredible. And I had an opportunity to try it because I just had I had a surgery not long ago, and I really needed to try something because I had pain. So I'm like, wow, because I got phone calls from other people saying, wow, Jet, you did it with this. Soon as I put it on, the pain is gone. Yeah. Like, whoa. And so, when you hear it from others, that's great. But once you try it yourself, it's amazing. So if you're out there and you have any type of pain in your body, you don't have to go through the pain. Just go to beeverythingbody.com and order yourself the No More Pain butter. That's what you do. And then for the men out there, it's not just a woman thing. It's a self-care thing. Our skin is the largest organ on our body. And it's important. We should take care of it. As we get older, we'll wish we did. I don't know if you've seen some people's knees at, 70, 80, but, my knees still going to be looking good, and I'm still going to be wearing my Daisy Dukes, baby. That's right. My father being a track coach, I'm showing these legs off. Well into my 70s. But yeah, it really does work. It's not just shea. It's not just something thrown together. It is whipped with a lot of love. And I didn't do a whole lot of promoting going through that time, as you'll see, because I believe energy transmits. I believe it does.
That's right.
And it's no way on earth I'm going out there in that workshop to mix up any type of product that's going to be sent to a client. I don't roll like that. I couldn't do it. I just could not do a thing like that. But baby, get ready, because I am happy, joyous, and free. And baby, the butters are coming.
Yes, I can't wait. Whatever you whipping up, you listen. I want to pre-order. Because I don't need to be trying to click on it and then you done sold out. No, I'm gonna pre-order.
I'm so happy you said that, guys, because thank you. But that God, you can tell God is working it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. So I want to tell you guys that right now, with the heat and with the United States Postal Service, deliveries have been. It's not me because I get my orders out. Normally, my clients are like, "Wow, it got here quicker than expected." But what's going on right now? It's just
the post office. They're behind. They are.
I've sent out packages, and I don't send regular mail. Yeah. I send out packages all first class or 2-day priority or overnight. And packages I sent on a Tuesday, just got there yesterday, last week.
Right. Yeah.
So the fact that you said pre-orders, I want you guys to know what I'm doing now. If you're in the Houston area, I am doing just that. I'm taking pre-orders right now because once I get 50 jars sold, I'm going to do an air shipment because I'm not playing with the post office.
Yeah.
All the work that I put into these butters, it takes melting, it takes checking the temperature, it takes putting it in the fridge, solidifying, whipping it up. And it's a whole lot of love that goes.
A lot of love in it.
Not some stuff that's just melted and thrown into a jar. Right. Not be everything body. That's not how we operate here. Yeah. We operate in good energy, and it's something positive that's going into those jars every time it's mixed. So when you get it on your end, you're getting a lot of positive energy. So love up on yourself.
That's right.
Is. And and you'll see the results. You will see the results, and you'll love what it does. If you haven't tried it, just give it a try.
Right.
It's $20. I know it's $20. Just give it a try while it's $20, because that won't be the case. You know,
and then like I said before, I'm gonna get with her, and then that's gonna be some of the items that I'll be giving away on Monday. So hopefully, if your name is drawn, you might be able to experience it for free. You never know. So that's one thing going on, and then I'm revamping some things with Love in the Box and my brand. So I'd already told Bridget that we're going to collaborate, and some of her items are going to go in the box. So now you're going to get love both ways. You're going to be able to love yourself inside, out, outside, in. I mean, the love going to be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I'm just excited that you came on. We want to give the listeners back their time. We want to be respectful of everybody's time. I'm just happy for you. And thank you for being bold and courageous, sharing your story. Your energy with us. Like I said, we're definitely going to collaborate. Both of our items are going to come together. We're going to spread this love throughout the world, the family. You know what I mean? So just thank you. Yeah.
You, Benita, thank you so much for having me.
And I see Ursulette's on here. She said, "Hey, Bridget."
Hi, Ursulette. Hi, Ursulette. Last thing I want to say is something else that was really important I got from the journal. Don't live your life in regret. Let those things go. Let those things go. It's like, just think, I did what I did before.
Oh, what happened? Come on. I don't want to lose you. What happened? No. Let's see. Okay. Look like I've lost her. Okay, I'm gonna give it a second to see if she'll come back in. I don't know what happened. She was just getting ready to say something. I don't know what happened. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the live and give you guys back your time. But thank you for tuning in. And I just continue to pray for you guys, especially all of the Love in the Box recipients. I pray for you guys daily. Pray that you do the work. And if like Bridget said, if there's anyone out there that you've received the box or you have the journal and you've put it up, dust it off. Bring it back out and do the work and watch yourself just shine and glow exactly how Bridget is. So like, I'm seeing her energy. Even her tone is different. When I call and I answer the phone, she's hello, her tone is different. And that's what I want the same experience for you. So that is it. I know that this live was a little bit longer than normal, but we had a little technical difficulties in the beginning, just trying to get the video shared out to Bridget followers. But enjoy your day. Have a good day. And also catch me again at 6:00 for my next call. And that's going to be, oh, there she is. She's coming back. Hold on. There you go. I was
sorry, enemy. That ain't gonna work today. I wanted to, what I was saying, and I'm done, is, I think, just think that I did whatever I did as far as regrets. I did that before love came to town, because love is here.
Baby, yes.
In a box.
In a
box. That's all I got. Thank you, sweetheart.
Look at her. She done made her grand entrance back in the studio to tell us that, my God, I love this girl. My God. Okay, Facebook, we are signing off. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And remember, somebody loves you, baby. Stay there, Bridget.